you ever watch It's Always Sunny?
I haven't seen very many episodes of that.
God, they had one episode where they're talking about they went to an event. And he's like, I thought you said there wasn't gonna be alcohol at this event, and he's like, oh, it's not. And he's like, it's just orange juice, and he's like the mixer. And he's like, yeah, people drink it. And he's like, oh, that's so weird. He's like, when's the last time you just drank a mixer? And he's like, oh, I had a Diet Cola mixer earlier this morning. He's like, how was it? He's like, it was really good.
What?
Dude, I thought you said they didn't have alcohol. Look, they got screwdrivers.
Oh, no, Charlie, that's just orange juice.
Just orange juice, like the mixer?
Yeah, people drink it. People drink it, yeah.
That's crazy to me. When was the last time you drank straight mixer?
Oh, I had a Diet Cola mixer a while ago.
Oh, did you? Was it any good?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What?
All right, we got some real talk.
What happened?
I saw your screen when we were at dinner. It's
Uh-oh.
looking a little bit like it went through 10 rounds with a boss monster.
At least it wasn't porn.
That's true. And I know that your kid's tablet's broken.
It's beyond.
It's trashed.
Yeah.
I saw it glitching harder than a PS1 disc with scratches on it.
Nothing a little saliva can't take care of.
Or toothpaste.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have a cure for that. We got some buddies who are going to get you taken care of. So let's talk about it.
The CCIT, they've upped it. They've given us a boost.
Good Lord.
It's now it was 15. Now it's $20 off any repair over $50.
That's ridiculous. So they're making $30 like doing all this work.
I mean, most repairs aren't going to be $50. It's kind of marketing speak.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, they boosted it $5. They're giving you an extra $5 if you go in there and get your phone fixed. If you use CCICT.
Well, I need to use that code because, quite frankly, I've recently turned in a phone that was pretty shattered, and I think I'll take all the help I can get on that thing.
Yes. So go check them out. They're at the Town East Mall across the street from the Men's Warehouse.
Upstairs.
Upstairs.
Make sure you're upstairs.
All right. So go see Cellular Center. They're upstairs across from Men's Warehouse, 7700 East Kellogg.
Ooh.
If you need to call them and ask them if they can fix your phone, it's 316-302-5611.
Go see them. $20 off. That's crazy.
Yep, they've upped it. It's a boost. Let's get into a little bit of nerd news.
I'm so excited.
This is May 12th through the 18th. We're changing it a little bit. We gotta get a little bit of focus here.
Future?
We're gonna. You idiot! This
I'm
isn't
idiot?
the future.
You said May 12th through what?
18th. When does this thing come out?
It's the fucking 8th right now.
Yeah. When does this come out?
It's the future, bitch.
It is the future, but it's not the future when it comes out. It comes out the 12th, 13th.
Fucking hate him. Go on.
You just hate it when you're wrong.
Have I been wrong?
You just were wrong. Nerd news, May 12th to the 18th.
Still wrong. Go ahead.
Powered by the Regent Theater.
Hell yeah. Popcorn and shit.
That's right. They're playing the Thunderbolt still.
good.
So go see that if you haven't seen it yet. We saw it last week. Go watch our videos from last week to see that review. I feel like we were the first ones to have a review out. So whatever.
It's no big deal.
Whatever. We're the best. 1991. It's a big one. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing right now if this didn't happen. The very first server in the history to run hypertext markup language. I know that's nerdy. Calm down. HTML, which is that's how websites are written, is in HTML. And it was running the hypertext transfer protocol, which is HTTP, which is in the front of every single URL you put into a website. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm a CSS man myself. No big deal.
CSS. Get out of here. WordPress and CSS and dumb
Cascade
stuff.
style sheets. No big deal.
That's old.
Wow.
Anyway.
Not 1991 old.
Not
bitch.
1991 old. That's true. So he launched the first server, not here, in Geneva, Switzerland.
What the fuck?
At the CERN Institute.
How about we use American news?
This is big news, bro. The very first web server ever, and you're telling me it has to be in America?
Yeah, dude.
You're from Mexico.
Oh, fuck. Shots fired. I feel like I just need to have a sombrero on the rest of the time. Fuck. Go on.
This came out.
I take it back. Go ahead.
I don't even.
You're like, what are you drinking? I'm like,
Yeah.
don't fucking worry about it.
It's from Mexico. 1994. More acronyms. The American National Standard Institute, ANSI, ANSI. Everybody's heard of it. Even if you don't think you have, you have. They approved the technology for the ATA standard. This, if you've ever taken an old computer apart, you've seen this. Yes, you have. I know you have because you worked at a computer repair place in this town.
Go on.
Yes. So you've seen this. It's the thin gray ribbons that had the two connectors with the pins on it.
Okay.
That's ATA.
Okay.
It connected hard drives and CD-ROM drives inside of computers, and so they standardized that.
I thought ATA was ass to ass.
It could mean that, but only in different circles than the ones we're talking to today.
Unfortunately.
So we've moved way past that. We've SATA, eSATA, all kinds of things, right? But this was like one of the originals, and this is how things connected inside of computers back then.
This fucking chair.
1996.
Mm-hmm.
Western Digital announced a 3.1 gigabyte
Damn.
hard drive, yes, using advanced ID interfaces and all kinds of other nerdy stuff. The crazy part about this is 3.1 gigs, and this was like a big deal. That's nothing.
Yeah, it is. I remember back in the day, like trying to get like gig hard drives, and it's like you thought you had something special, but now it's like you get a fucking terabyte for like $20, and it's like, whatever.
Our podcast comes out when it's rendered at 5 usually.
Yeah, that's
5
true.
gigs. It wouldn't even fit on this hard drive.
Crazy. How much was this bitch?
Oh, it was $550.
Fuck.
Yeah. But I mean, stuff just wasn't as big back then.
Like,
I mean,
no shit though. Like, you can get a terabyte for pretty cheap.
I want to say a terabyte's probably $100, $150. Like, yeah, it's crazy cheap.
So they have with that price, you could have like 5 terabytes worth of.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've got a 16 terabyte SAN, like the server at home that I have has got 16 terabytes in it. Two of those, insane. And they're mirrored, but that's all nerdy stuff.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
about. 2008, ZDTV and Ziff Davis is what this was. It's ZDTV. Do you remember watching ZDTV?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay, you don't know. Do you remember watching TechTV?
I've seen it.
You've seen it. So ZDTV it turned into TechTV.
Okay.
It launched in May of 1998. And it was state-of-the-art studio with a bunch of tech shows in San Francisco.
That's really lame. I just imagine a bunch of like nerdy dudes just jacking it at home.
You might think that, but this was as a computer nerdy kid in this time frame.
Yeah.
ZDTV, which turned into TechTV, which then turned into G4. You have to remember G4.
G4 for sure.
Yeah. So they had the two shows that I watched all the time were X-Play and the Screensavers. Those two shows back then were awesome because X-Play, they were doing game reviews, and I feel like Kat Morgan was on that show, and like Kat Morgan was so hot when I was.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know her?
Mm-mm.
Wow. And then the Screensavers was a bunch of people, and they did all kinds of stuff for like an hour. They would show you how to build a computer. They would show you how to take the hard drive out of a computer. They would I don't know. It sounds lame as I'm like talking about it. Mm-hmm. I had never seen any of that kind of stuff back then, though.
So it was like nerd YouTube before.
It was, yeah, okay. Exactly. And they were just doing all kinds of cool stuff, and it was like super produced. So like it looked crispy. The sound was good. They had lots of TV screens and just cool stuff in the background.
I feel like the first hot nerd girl was the lady from Mythbusters.
Huh.
I didn't remember her name.
The redheaded lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This was probably around the same time. I don't remember Ashley? Ash?
That doesn't sound right.
Megan. Morgan.
He's just fucking saying names. It's going to turn into Nokia by fucking Drake.
I Love Lamp.
You probably don't even know that song, do you?
Is it Stacy? Is it Becky? Is it Keisha? Is it Andy?
I don't know.
Did you always know like you're gonna be into like tech shit? You know what I mean? Like as a kid, were you like, I just was all about tech and like
I liked it a lot. Like I remember one of the very first things I remember doing is like taking my dad's car stereo apart. Like I took it out.
was he
and
cool
then
with that or
No, not at all.
what the fuck?
And so I took it out and then I put it back in, but I ran speaker wire and I put home speakers in the back because it was a hatchback. I put these home speakers back there and I hooked it all up and he gets in the car and he's like,
What the fuck?
what? Yeah. Like, what happened here? And I was like, I broke it.
What the fuck? Just lighting up a cig for the car.
I broke it, but I fixed it. And he's like, I don't care what you did. Put it back how it was. And I was like,
You didn't even like it?
no, it was
That's
bad.
crazy. Why?
It was bad.
Man.
It sounded terrible, but I thought it was awesome because I did it.
Do you
And-
remember when I had that Camaro that had like the subs in
Yes,
the back?
I
was just
do.
telling my kids about like we saw that car on a commercial,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, God, it reminded me that it had like the best sound system ever.
It did because
And-
that box it was custom made
Custom made
for
for
that.
it,
It made
100%.
it fit right in there.
And the best thing about it is I remember I had the bass at like -2 because I listened to rock music and Trent's
And
like, you gotta fucking turn that, like you were just all about like you gotta crank that. I'm like, dude, no,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
that shit just because even at -2, it still
It was
had
loud.
a punch.
Yeah,
man.
it was loud. And
It
I've
was-
I've grown out of that. Bass is not the best anymore. Like
He
it's
he
got-
wanted it to punch the whole neighborhood.
I
for
definitely
sure,
did,
but, yeah.
and it's so funny as I get older. I'm like that when people drive down our street, they're doing that stuff. Now I'm like,
I fucking
freaking
hate
kids, what are they
Yeah.
doing out there? Like, knock it off. I don't want to hear your crap.
it. It's fucking 9:03. Why are they still
It's getting dark outside.
fucking street lights are on?
Why aren't they at home eating dinner? 2001, the DVD-RW Alliance announces the addition of the DVD Plus R. So this lets you write one time. You
Yeah.
wrote it, and then you couldn't overwrite it. RW lets you overwrite.
See, and I've always like I remember like hearing about it as a kid, be like,
Uh-huh.
oh, this one you can write over it, and it's
Uh-huh.
like it never fucking happened. I never could figure it out. It's like
No.
you burn one CD and that was
It
it.
was it. And so then you had all these different kinds, right? You had the CD-R, and then the CD plus R, and then the CD minus R, and then the dual layer, and all of these different ones, and you just had to know by the
I
front of
never
it.
had any idea what was
Yeah.
going on. It's
And-
like
And then so 4 and this is crazy too, because in 1996 we just talked about it, 3.1 gigs on a hard drive.
mhm.
2001, so what, 5, 6, 7 years later, they're already at 4.8 gigs on a CD.
That's crazy.
So, and then they came out with dual layer, so that doubled it. So it was
That's always
8 some.
confused me though. It was so weird for me to think about like this disc is holding like data somehow. Like
Right.
it's just the weirdest fucking thing.
But if
ever.
you-
And the crazy thing is when you would hold a CD and look at it when it was burned, like you can see where
You'd
it
see
stopped,
it.
and that's so nuts to me.
So the crazy thing about that is inside of a hard drive
Mm-hmm.
is a disc like that.
Yeah.
With a reader. And so
Mhm.
that's where that technology ended up coming from. Like they just pulled it out and made it its own thing. But inside of a hard drive, it's a disc that spins that has a head that reads the.
So what I don't understand is like when you have memory and one is solid state and one isn't, and
Uh-huh.
solid state's so much faster. Like
Uh-huh.
why? What's the difference?
Because it doesn't spin. It's there's no moving parts. It just goes and finds the data and brings it back.
So the other spins and it's like
It-
got to go through
Just
it
like a CD. Yeah, just like a CD. It spins
fucking
and finds
crazy.
like if you think about it like a record, where a
Uh-huh.
record has the grooves,
Uh-huh.
a CD is the same thing. It's just faster and smaller. And so that head is looking for the data, and it's just that one tiny little bit that finds the data and then it brings it back.
That's fucking crazy,
Yeah.
man.
So
When you think about it, computers are fucking
It's-
nuts,
it
especially
is.
now when you get all this Chat GPT stuff and
and all of that stuff's just running on servers in the cloud, and nobody even thinks about it. But it's like think about the amount of power that it takes just to ask ChatGPT to do one small little task for you.
that's one thing that's weird to me because sometimes they're like, "Hey, can you make a picture of this?" You know what I
And
mean?
it's
For
just back
something.
there churning.
And it's like, give me a minute. People are
But-
doing. I was like, what the fuck do you need a minute for? Like, you need a breather, or like I'm trying to be like, why the fuck, like I'm in a queue, I guess. But
Yeah.
it
Because you're
really,
not paying for it. That's
dude,
why.
it really is crazy though. Like to think about stuff that technology is capable of. Like I've seen some TikTok videos where people are like, hey, what's under the Vatican? And they're like, oh shit, you want to know what's under the Vatican? And they start talking about stuff, and it's like all the stuff they have is based on like articles and shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
isn't Chat GPT like literally just scouring?
Scouring the internet.
So that's incredibly dangerous too, because I feel like if it's just getting just shitty information
Oh,
from
it's
some
gonna
like
give you
psycho
crap.
with a tinfoil
Oh,
hat being like
absolutely.
fucking
Yeah.
aliens and
Oh,
like
yeah. Like if it's pulling stuff from Wikipedia and that Wikipedia page is wrong, that's why you can't fully trust it, right?
we
You got
learned the first episode of this podcast, you cannot trust the internet all the time.
No, you can't.
Dante
The beast is
Hall.
out there to get you.
It is, and it's a baby now, by the way.
Yeah. But yeah, don't trust Wikipedia. Don't trust
Yeah.
ChatGPT. You'll get Dante Hall's hometown wrong.
Yeah.
Look even more like a dummy. 2001 still. Microsoft officially releases Windows 2000 Service Pack.
Boo.
You said you were going to boo it every time. The update fixed 500 bugs. There was 500 things wrong.
It's because it's fucking shit.
No, it's because updates didn't come out as fast as they do now. We talked about this last week. Remember the virus that got put out there in the thing? So they just didn't come out as fast, and so they piled them up, and then they finally would push them out. Now we get updates in Windows once a month, and then sometimes if they need to push them out faster, they can. And so, but back then they just piled up, and then they would push one big update out, which could really screw things up if something in there was wrong, because there's a lot of stuff to go through and figure out what was wrong. So 2007, Business Week magazine published an article listing the world's 25 most innovative companies. Guess what number 1 is? Apple. Boo. Number 5 is Microsoft.
Number 5.
Yeah, and number 19 was
Intel.
My screen went black. That's weird. Was Intel, yes.
You got a fucking Dell, you bitch. Mine didn't. I have an Apple.
That's also a Dell, so suck it.
Number 1.
Okay. Let's move to games.
That's
1994.
Mm-hmm.
Sony forms the Sony Computer Entertainment America company to market the PlayStation CD-based video game system in the U.S. to be introduced in 1995. So, if you're a longtime listener, you remember how this all started. This all started with Sony teaming up with Nintendo and trying to make that Super Nintendo CD, and then they were like, nope, they canceled it, they pissed them off, and now they went and made their own thing. So they formed this company, and then they went and did their own thing, and they're still around. They're probably the biggest competitor to Nintendo besides Microsoft, besides Microsoft and Xbox.
Let me ask you a question though.
Yeah, what you got?
Did we ever do the answer to the last what is it, Cartridge Conundrum? Because I feel like
We did get it.
I feel like we had a moment where I swore you were saying Nintendo, and
You
were
feel like it, or you edited it and over-edited it and paused it and made me slow and black and white so people knew we were going back in time? Or did you not do all that?
I feel like I was right again, but it's just
You definitely were. I did not mean to say Nintendo, and I did say Nintendo. And I'm always wrong.
You swore. You're like, I didn't say it. I didn't. Like, you were so convinced. You're like, when you're wrong, you go back and you put your yeah, I'm not wrong. Fucking ever.
I was wrong. But yes, the answer was the Dolphin. The Dolphin was GameCube. That was the answer.
That's weird.
But I did not mean to say Nintendo. So my bad. Who's ready for the Cartridge Conundrum?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, picture this. Right? It's 1998.
Mm-hmm.
The airwaves are filled with sounds of dial-up modems.
Oh.
Everyone's wearing Jinko jeans
God.
or standing in line for the left-handed Whopper at BK. Do you remember that?
No.
The
What?
left-handed Whopper.
What?
Go look that up. But for us gamers, there was a different kind of excitement building. The original PlayStation was on fire, and we were hungry for more realistic racing experiences. Then yes, we were.
I was not.
This guy was.
I did not give
Then a game arrived and changed everything, blurring the lines between arcades and true simulations. We spent hours meticulously tuning our virtual cars and trying to shave seconds off our lap times at Laguna Seca and Trial Mountain. It was a game that set a new standard for the genre and kept us glued to our TV. So for this week, what was this groundbreaking racing simulator released by Sony for the PlayStation in the US in 1998?
The Kentucky Derby is just Amish NASCAR.
I was waiting for that joke. You told me that the other day, and I figured it had to come out at some point. But
I
it's
just need you to know that.
definitely had more than 1 horsepower. All right, so YouTubers, tell us in the comments. Social media folks, let us know in the comments. We'll pin them. We pinned them last week, so tell us what it is. 2003, Sony announces the worldwide shipment date of the PlayStation is at 96.4 million.
Whew.
It's a lot, right?
That's a lot of money.
The PlayStation 2 sold 51 million, and the Xbox sold 13 million, and the GameCube had sold 9.4 million.
I fail to believe that PlayStation is better than Xbox. There are so many people that are about PlayStation over Xbox.
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
I don't think it's better either. Like, I think the graphics are as good or better on the Xbox, especially when you get to the Series X. Like the PlayStation Pro 5 and the Xbox Series X. I've seen side by sides, and if there is a difference at all, I'm biased to Xbox. It's all about for me at least, it's all about the exclusive titles, right? And we had
Spider-Man though. Fuck.
I know, that's the thing. That's the hard part, because that game I've heard is so awesome, but I've never played it.
It looks badass. Just a free reign, just go wherever you want.
Just
like
Spidey everywhere. And
That's
so
the
I've heard
only thing.
that it's awesome, right? But we have Halo. And for us, that was the game we played. So there was no chance that we were ever going to go get a PlayStation.
No.
Just wasn't going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. And here's the other thing, though. Xbox, 2 things about Xbox. This was kind of off script. 2 things about Xbox. One, they're putting their games everywhere. Even their exclusive titles, you can get them on PlayStation now.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2, they just raised the price of all of their hardware.
Really?
Yes. They moved it up $100 on everything.
But the cool thing is, this new Xbox is going to come out. We're going to have fucking PlayStation games and everything. So then it kind of just takes that bridge away, I feel like. Jesus. Live paused. The creator will be back soon. See, even your phone's a piece of shit.
Oh, man.
Tiny Diny? What the fuck?
Huh?
It says, somebody sent us a Tiny Diny.
Yes.
Huh. I like that.
I like that, too. Yes, we're going to resume the live. It did that last time, too, right at about half an hour. That's weird. We're back.
Back, baby. We got a Tiny Diny.
We got a Tiny Diny.
PS5 games now $80 from $60. See? It's no matter what you do, they have to charge more money, which is fucking crazy, because some of these, I mean, most of the time I'm getting a game anymore, it's digital. Like, I don't even give a shit about a disc. So they just keep raising the money, and it's like, why? Because
you can't even use discs, fool.
I know, but I'm just saying in general, like, even if I had the fucking option, like, I'm just going to get a digital copy because it's easy and it's instantaneous and I don't have to fucking worry about it.
Well, the thing about the disc is it's got like a 1/10 of the game on it anyway.
Exactly.
You got to go download the whole thing.
Put the disc in, it's like, oh, here's 40 gigs worth of shit you got to download now.
Yeah,
it's like, why
what?
the fuck did I get a... Yeah.
Well, they're doing that with the Switch 2. The game cards, it's gonna have. It's all it is access to the game. You got to go download the whole thing, even if you buy the cartridge, which I think is booty.
Which, I mean, the good thing though is you can share that shit though.
Kinda, but you still gotta pop it in there and go download it, and so it's not like today when you can just go pop it in there and start playing. You got to go pop it in there, download the entire game.
Yeah.
Like Cyberpunk is like 77 gigs or something.
That's the craziest thing about these games. Even if you have like a 250 gig fucking Xbox, it's like, well, I got 2 games on here. That's about all I can hold. It's like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And that is one of the benefits of PlayStation. I feel like it's easy to add memory to a PlayStation.
You can do that to an Xbox. I have the expansion card for my Xbox, a 1 terabyte expansion card, and it pops right in there, and it's
Is it
fast.
just like a USB you just put in? And...
No, it's its own little card. It's proprietary, but there's 2 different kinds out there, and you just pop it right in the back, and it's just like it's on the hard drive.
Shit, well, that's
you can do that in yours.
I didn't know that. Well, good.
Yeah. And then you can also plug a normal USB hard drive. It just wouldn't be as fast. So yeah, you can do that with Xbox. 2006. Nintendo releases the new Super Mario Brothers video game for the Nintendo DS and the Wii. So I didn't remember this game. So I popped it on my R36S. I threw it on the little purple R36S and I played it a little bit. This game was cool. Like, it was the graphic, it felt like the original Mario Brothers, but it was new. It felt newer. Like it.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is, to be honest, but I never had like a DS or anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. So that's why I didn't remember what it was, because I don't think this came out on a regular system. I think it was just for the handheld. But it was cool. It felt like the original Mario Brothers. The music was the same. It was just a little bit updated. The graphics were better, but like the level looked like the same as the level 1 on Mario Brothers. So I mean, it was pretty cool.
Did you ever play the Mario where you're like cats and shit? That was wild. I think that was that on the Switch? Maybe.
I know the kids have,
Yeah.
because they lost their mind when they saw Kitty Mario in the movie.
Fuck yeah.
Like it was all over. So they were like, yes. 2006 also, Activision released X-Men, the
Ooh.
official game for Xbox, Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, and Nintendo DS in the US. I also didn't remember this game.
I don't know that I remember this game, but I remember the X-Men like arcade game, and that
Like
was
the
pretty
Mortal
badass.
Kombat type game.
This was more like a side scroller.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty fucking
That's
cool.
what so I didn't remember this game either, but guess what had it on there? My R36S. So I went and played this game too. Like, and it's fun. It is. It's a side scroller. You start out as Wolverine and you're just whipping butts. Like you're just people are
Yeah.
coming at you and you're just
And then you can like turn into Storm and shit.
I don't know. I didn't get that far into it,
Okay.
but I got through the first level and I was whipping those red dudes' butt. I don't know why they were red.
I almost said something. We'll leave it alone. Go ahead. What's next?
What could he have said? 2008, Microsoft reports sales of the Xbox 360 video game system have reached $10 million, beating Nintendo, Wii, and PlayStation 3 to that sales level. So here we go. This is when Xbox starts to climb in 2008.
Okay.
They're starting to beat the competition. And I think they still do. We'll have to look that up. But I think they still sell more than PlayStation and Nintendo. Also, 2008, Grand Theft Auto 4 nets $310 million in one day. The first day it was out, it got $310 million, which beat Halo 3, which was at 170. So, like,
By
double.
a lot. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Grand Theft Auto 4. And it's like, guys, just put this one out. It's going to sell even if you have to put an update to it.
Yeah, because they are still dragging on 6. They pushed it even further, but then
To 2026. It's like,
then
what?
they did put some like content out there of like a trailer of like what it's going to be like, and it looks all right, but still, it's
Here's
just
what
like,
they need to do. They need what I've heard is they are like super conservative on their workers. They don't want to overwork their workers, and they don't have enough, and so they just haven't been able to spend the time. Like they would have to get it out on the time that they wanted to get it
we
done.
need some Mexicans.
I don't think so. I think this is.
Are you saying Mexicans don't know technology or art?
I feel like you just put a bunch of words in my mouth that I didn't actually say.
You heard it here first, guys.
Uh,
Trav doesn't believe in Mexicans. Go on.
I feel like this is actually in Canada is where this is being written and built and played. And so I think that it has nothing to do with Mexicans, and I actually love Mexicans. One of my best friends was a Mexican.
That
I don't know.
changed?
I don't know if we're gonna be friends after today.
Oh, I thought you meant like they like renounce.
Oh yeah, they're not Mexican anymore. He
Fuck
wants
that
to be a
shit.
white. He wants to be a white guy, and so he's just gonna be white now. But they don't want to overwork their people, and to get it out in the time that they wanted to get it out in, they would have had to work people 24 hours a day. Like you would have had to have 2 shifts and just all the things, and just it would have been crazy. So they decided to push it back so they can get it done. They have to have so much done already. They've been announcing this thing for 3 years.
And obviously they can get like in 2008 they had 310 million. You tell me you can't just hire more people and not know you're going to make that
No,
money?
because there's no good people to hire. That's the hard part.
Back to the Mexicans. Okay, cool.
Like I said, 2009, Minecraft is first released to the public while in development. So this is the best. Minecraft is the best-selling video game of all time. 350 million copies.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard a kid say chicken jockey recently, and it just
Oh
makes
my
me want to
gosh,
strangle
those kids.
everybody.
But I understand this. We have bought this game, and we've said this on the podcast before. We have probably bought this game at least 5 times
Yep.
because they lost the thing. We needed a new version of it because it was on the old system. We bought it on Xbox and Switch, and I'm sure we'll buy it for the Switch too. Like, we've bought this game so many times, and I remember it used to be free. I built a Minecraft server for my son and I, and we played Minecraft on our server back in, I don't know, 2017,
That's pretty wild.
2016. So yeah, this is best-selling video game ever. All right, let's move to pop culture. May 14th, 1984. Whether you like the guy or not, he kind of changed things. Mark Zuckerberg was born on May 14th, 1984.
I thought he was an alien.
I mean, there has to be a backstory, even if he's an alien. So at least we're going to go with this is when he was born.
Okay.
Did you ever see the Facebook movie?
Yeah.
I see him as that guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know, but he does a good job. He was also God, I can't even think of his fucking name now. He's a bad guy in a Marvel movie.
Yeah, he was Lex Luthor.
Yeah, Lex Luthor. And I'm so fucking tired of them changing shit. God damn it. So I feel like he did a good job.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
And that's how and then I see his friend as Justin Timberlake. Like that, I just think that's how I picture those guys, right? I know it's not them, but
Like Zuck has to hang with Timberlake all the time.
He has to. 1986, Top Gun was directed by Tony Scott and starred Tom Cruise. It premiered in 1986.
That's wild.
Yeah, and they just had Top Gun Maverick like a couple years ago. So
a couple of years ago. Oh, you mean
Maverick?
Got it. The new one. Yeah.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah, that was weird.
2001, Dreamcast released the animated comedy Shrek.
Fuck yeah.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah, it's a good one.
3,500 theaters. It goes on to become the first film to win an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. They produced it for $60 million. It grossed $42 million domestically in the first weekend and went on to make $487 million.
It's all ogre now.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a dumb joke.
I love it.
That's funny.
My dad walks in. Shrek looks him straight in the eye and says, "It's all ogre now." Shrek leaves through my window. Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Yeah, this was good. This was funny. Like, Donkey is hilarious, and like Eddie Murphy's just hilarious. Mike Myers is great as Shrek. Like, these are funny. There's a lot of adult stuff in there too.
Oh yeah.
That it's kind of a balance, because once your kids get a little bit older, they're gonna know what they're talking about, and you don't necessarily want them to yet. But the little kids have no idea. So yeah,
fucking hate Smash Mouth.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, 2001. All right. 2002.
Oh fuck.
Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones.
I don't even know what that means.
Hayden Christensen, Natalie Portman.
Does that bitch die because she's sad?
No.
I feel like there's like one of the characters who like dies. I feel like one of the characters died because they were sad. It's like, grow up, bitch.
So we have Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
He's in love with Padme, and he shouldn't be. They get married.
Okay.
We've got Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Obi-Wan. Like, let's just talk about Obi-Wan for a second. Like, do you know the actor?
No.
Ewan McGregor.
Okay.
As Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Like,
Trav is hard right now.
Jeez, dude. I don't even know how to explain how awesome he is as this character. Like, there's not a ton of characters where you're just like, nobody else could do that. He's one of them. because he's just so great at. Like he is like when I think of Obi-Wan, that it's Ewan. Like that's it. Nobody else could do that. But I do have a confession. This was not something that I was nerdy about when I was a kid.
Okay.
This is only something that I got nerdy about after I got married to my wife.
Huh. Yeah.
Because she is the biggest Star Wars nerd.
I've literally never really cared about Star Wars ever.
I can't believe that, dude. It's so cool. We really should watch these. Like, I know we've talked about Lord of the Rings, and I don't know if we will watch those or not. We should. We should watch these. They're so good. Like the storylines are awesome. Then
explain Jar Jar Binks.
I mean, everything's going to have a little bit of suck in it.
Sometimes you just need a little suck.
Sometimes Jar Jar's not awesome, and the underwater city is not awesome either. But it's he's like, what are you even talking about? But
I know what you're talking about.
These movies and young Anakin. I mean, they probably should have got a different actor. That kid wasn't great, but I mean, they're so good, these movies. And I really think if, like, obviously there's some bigger things I would go back and do if I had a time machine, like Biff did. I'd go back and get the sports almanac and like get the sports and be rich and stuff. But
maybe stop 9/11.
Oh my gosh, really?
You wouldn't stop 9/11? What an asshole.
I didn't say that.
You absolutely did. You act like I was an idiot for wanting to stop 9/11.
Of course, that's the first thing I would do. That's what I was saying.
You heard it here, folks.
Who's the folks?
Hates Mexicans and is for 9/11.
Wow.
I can't wait to make the graphic for this
I can't believe that. We're on live and you just totally destroyed everything about me. I am not for 9/11. Thank you.
Or Mexicans.
And brown people.
Brown Lives Matter.
Yes. BLM. But seriously, Star Wars is some of the best theater out there. Like, it is so awesome. It's great.
What I feel like this is a script you're reading. Like somebody was telling you to say this shit. Say it fucking word by word, bitch.
No, it really is. Like, it's so cool. And like, what makes it even better now is that it's all of the stuff is at Disney World, and your brain just explodes when you go into that world because you've seen all of this stuff. I've probably watched these movies more than I've watched any other movies, and I know for sure, like this and Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, my wife has watched them more than anything she's ever watched. And so there's usually always one of those three things on at our house. And you walk into that place at Disney World and it's just like, holy crap, this is the movie. Like, you see the shit.
Do you think she's ever cried watching these movies?
I have 100% walked in on her crying, holding a lightsaber, wearing a robe.
Damn. Committed. I will say, I've seen videos of like stormtroopers and shit, like walking around with some dude in a black mask.
Some dude in a black mask. Kylo Ren, maybe?
Yeah, that guy. But anyways, that looks like the best job in the world.
It's hilarious,
dude.
Can
you imagine like having that job where
yes, and they just get to talk crap on people all day.
So fun, man.
Yes, for
sure. I
sure.
don't care if it's 105 degrees. Like, I'm walking around that full ass outfit just talking shit to
yes, and Kylo can be so mean, and he is. He'll get you. Like, I've said stuff to him, and he comes back quick with stuff. Like,
fuck you, nerd. You're like,
whoa! You're not supposed to say that.
Easy, Kylo.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So that's nerd news.
Hell yeah. We need to check in on our sports betting shit. That's what we need
to
do. Dude, I will say I did look. Yeah, you don't even know probably.
I know.
PSG won by 1.
Yes, they did. Did I win my bet?
You won.
Yes.
But the crazy thing, I never bet on soccer because those fuckers will tie. So it's not like there's a win or lose. Like, sometimes they tie, and then it's like, oh, you still lose your money, bitch.
Thank you, Gemini. Gemini gave me that answer.
How the fuck you can?
Heck yes, dude.
Anyway.
Gemini gave me that bet. I asked Gemini, what is the most solid bet I can make in the next week? And it came back with.
I didn't think it could do that.
It did it.
Wow, I'm gonna start having to talk to ChatGPT.
I just gave away the secret. Dang it.
So, anyways, first week I went 3-0.
Uh-huh.
So technically, you went 2-1, even though it wasn't the first week because you fucked that up.
Do we have to get technical about it?
Anyways, so we made 3 more bets, and we put $20 in each bet, right?
No, we did not, because here's the thing. I did not make back my full $20 on each bet, so
Sounds
I
like
just
a fucking personal problem. So anyways, okay. So you made bets and just
I did
put
10,
whatever
10, and 15. I did what I had in the FanDuel app. I just rebet. I thought that's what we were doing. I didn't think we were just had infinite money.
So if I said, "Hey, we're gonna do this $100 gambling thing," like you just be like, "Oh, they got a 20 on me. I'm gonna put 20 in." Fuck you.
Maybe.
So anyways, I will say this week I went 2-1, and I will go ahead and post all the bet stuff that I had. But I will say I was completely fucked on this one.
Yeah, is this the baseball one?
It is crazy. It was fucking top of the 8th. Yankees are winning like 3-0.
Yeah.
And then I see this clip of the fucking pitcher. They hit a pop fly to him, and the guy looks at the catcher. He's like, "I'm not catching that."
Yep.
This motherfucker gets paid millions of dollars and just refused to catch a standard fucking pop fly.
Yeah, I don't.
And that was this.
And then he mouthed something to him like a big old jerk.
Yeah, like I'm
not doing that.
Yeah.
Ain't my job. It's like,
Fuck
what,
this
dude?
bitch. I guarantee I would have had his ass sent to fucking Mexico. You play ball in Mexico now. You're going to fucking Puerto Rico.
Was it the Padres?
I think it was.
That sounds racist.
Why?
I guess.
Guess you'd know. Anyway, so how did you do this week?
I don't know.
You don't even know?
I can look. I know I
Jesus
won. I know I won the
Christ.
Stars bet. I won the Stars bet. Did I have a Stars bet?
Oh my god. So
I thought you had this. I sent it to you. Why are you putting me on the spot?
I thought you kept track of your own shit.
I sent it to you.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, let's go take a little live look here. We'll see. I don't
What
even know.
in the? This is your segment. And
This
you're asking me
fucking
what I
guy.
did. Do I ask you
You're
anything
gonna
about
ask me
Nerd
about
News?
my bets? Like I have any idea? Motherfucker.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, so it looks like you had the Cubs against the Giants.
Yes.
I don't know if they won. Yankees versus Padres, and that was the next night, I believe. So I believe the Yankees won that one.
These are not my bets.
Oh, that's mine. Never
You
mind, because I
idiot.
won all those. Never mind.
What a dum dum.
Why don't I see yours?
I sent them to you. In,
Oh yeah, because I was talking about you doing extra steps. You're a fucking idiot. Under 6.5, Edmonton Oilers versus the Knights.
Yes.
No fucking idea if you won or not. Let's see. Over 210.5 points with Golden State and the Timberwolves. You had 2? You did a fucking parlay? Did you even know you did that?
Yeah, I saw that.
So you had Golden State plus 6.5 and then over 210.5. Maybe you should just open your fucking app real quick.
I'm doing that.
Because I don't know if you won that one or not. Golden State maybe won that game, but still over 210. I don't know. And then you had
What's
the
this?
Golden Knights minus 1.5 over the Oilers. For hockey, that seems kind of fucking risky. Am I wrong?
Okay. So we had Edmonton
Mm-hmm.
over Vegas with the under the total goals.
No, it shows me Vegas minus 1.5.
This is I have 2 bets there.
I show under 6.5.
Under 6.5 total goals.
Yeah.
Right? I won that bet.
Okay.
I won 29.42 on that.
Makes sense.
And then I have Vegas minus 1.5. I lost that bet.
Okay. So 1-1.
And then I have the over on the total points for the Warriors and Timberwolves game at 210.5.
So you won that?
I lost that part of the bet,
Okay.
but I won the other part of it. But
It's a
that
parlay.
means I
so you
didn't win.
fucking
Yeah.
lost. So you went 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Okay. So you're like 3 and 3 now? Is that right? 3 and 3?
Sounds just about like a Cowboys fan.
So, and especially with you betting like fucking $10 and $15, you might be down a little bit. So,
But now that I know that he's keeping track of the rules, I guess I'll put $20 on the next ones.
I mean, I've like doubled my money essentially. So, I mean, I'm still rolling pretty hard. So, yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and do that. We'll keep that rolling. I think I'm kind of doing my bets around like Monday or Tuesday, and then they're generally like for that night or maybe the next day. It can get a little crazy though, but we got
Well, I'll tell
tons
ya.
of shit to bet on right now though.
We got a busy week next week.
We do. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. We got
Have we
some
found a
stuff to do.
location to even do a podcast yet?
These freaking guys. We're gonna try to do the podcast at an arcade, but
You just be in the damn hotel
we could be
having some beers.
maybe. We'll
Let's see
see.
if we can get that Shiner Shandy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Or
sounds
that
good.
that 1310 the ticket beer from Fort Worth Brewery. Anyway,
What the fuck are you talking about?
oh, I told you about that.
Did you?
I thought.
She said I meant to, but
Okay, yeah. So why does Fortnite hate us?
yeah, we're gonna get into WWTD soon, but we have this new season, and I fucking hate it. Maybe it's because I just don't like Star Wars, but it's fucking terrible. And we kind of talked a little bit about it. I feel like if they didn't take every goddamn weapon we have and change it, then it might be better. But it's like, let me still have a hollow twister and shoot some
So
people.
I think what I think is that because you're not a Star Wars fan, you don't like this as much as like me and for sure my wife. Like because we're fans and we like the stuff in that, it's kind of nerdy and cool to see the destroyer out there and
Did you see the Death Star in there now?
The Death Star's the big moon in the
That's crazy.
background.
Yeah.
And so I feel like and that's probably why they made it shorter, because it's going to get old pretty quick, but like right now only playing a few times,
Definitely
it's really
fucking
freaking
old.
cool.
Definitely old already. Fuck this shit. But I will say they're adding new stuff like every week.
Yeah.
Like they're doing like the Force push is coming like tomorrow or something.
My little son just told me that they added a purple lightsaber and it's sweet. He said it 2 hits
I
and
didn't
they're
even
dead.
think it was out yet.
Yeah, he said it's out today. He saw it today.
Damn, that's crazy. I haven't seen it. So it's Mace Windu?
Ooh, look at him. Yes. Do you know who played Mace Windu?
Samuel fucking Jackson?
Yes, he did.
Did he say motherfucker all the time?
No, not in this one.
Damn, that would have been cool.
That was Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that I guess is the only kind of cool thing that they're adding to it is the fact that it's adding new stuff like weekly.
Which they do that pretty regularly anyway in Fortnite.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes like, oh, we involted this weapon. It's like, who gives a fuck? But at least this is like some new content. Like, I think you're going to be able to hire like bounty hunters and shit. So that's kind of cool.
Like you can go
talked about
get a
doing that.
Mandalorian.
And they actually talked about how they had like the Godzilla event to where there's like one Godzilla. They talked about you having something like that, but you're controlling like whatever the big fucking ship is up there. Not the Death Star,
The
but
Starstrip, the destroyer.
yeah, sure. Yeah. And so you control that and you can like shoot at people and shit. So I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know if that's
I
true or
know
not,
it sure was fun driving a TIE fighter around. And
was
the
it?
the X-Wing's fun too.
All I know is your wife was fucking left high and dry, but we'll get into that later. But
she usually is when I'm playing.
what? God damn it! I'm just thinking of your wife and dry, and it's like she's usually dry, and it's like, well,
Wow.
Anyways,
Wow. Gosh, dang.
one thing I've been seeing lately though are some fucking crazy names, and it's something
Oh,
that
yeah, you were
I want to
telling us
like
about this.
challenge people. Like if you play, see who kills you or the people you kill, because
Yeah.
some of them are just so fucked
In
up.
our trio, because you said this, I said we have to start saying them out loud whenever we kill somebody.
Yeah,
And so I think that'll make really funny. We're not going to record that, so you guys don't get to see it, but for us, that's going to be funny.
yeah, and I mean you don't have to do it with every one of them, but I think like if you
It's
have
funny.
one that's just kind of weird, like there's two that I have that are kind of on the same side here. I had one that was bloody fart, and then I
Gross.
had one that was boner fart.
It had to have been brothers.
I don't know.
Fart Brothers?
This was different games.
Yeah, but it's the Fart Brothers.
Heir to the Fart Empire, but it was just weird, man. So it made me think, it's like, God, I just want to start paying attention now to see like all this
Yeah.
like stupid fucked up stuff that
How
people put
often
for a
can you
name.
change your Fortnite name?
I think you can do it whenever you want. I think
Oh.
maybe there's like a 2-week period maybe that you have to wait if you change
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
But still, it's like, God, you're just gonna
Yeah,
make
you
a
just
fucked
go
up
in there
name
and
now just so you can.
All kinds of funny stuff. I saw like way back a long time ago. I saw where people would put like they were giving away V-Bucks and they'd put a V-Bucks code in as their name. And if you're the first one to see it and go put it in, you get.
Damn, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to do. I definitely want to start thinking of like some cool like fun giveaway stuff. So like, fuck, if people aren't listening to the podcast, I might hide something in there to where they can get some free V-Bucks or something. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. We'll figure it
that'd be
out.
kinda
I
cool.
think that'd be cool. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and dive into WWTD. It is shorter now, and I'm gonna blame it on the fact that Fortnite fucking sucks right now. But we've also been busy, that definitely doesn't help. But Fortnite also sucks, so kind of just don't want to play it as much.
I just haven't played. I really just haven't had time, but
Yeah.
we'll get back to it.
We'll get back in it.
You ready to hit play?
So yeah, let's go ahead and hit play and see. And you just go ahead and educate me on what's going on here.
Okay, so we got. It looks like I'm probably in an X-wing. Yep. So this is you flying on the X-wing. See, this music just pumps me up. Like it's just like I just get pumped. But I am stuck on a light pole.
Yeah, and I'm
Sure.
trying to help you.
I don't know how I got stuck on a light pole, but
And
I
what
was
are we
stuck.
supposed to be doing right now?
I think probably going over to find Amanda.
Trying to help your wife. And I'm
Yeah.
like, Trav, go help your wife. Trav,
And-
go help your wife. Oh, I found him. I'm shooting at him. I'm like, those are stormtroopers. Is that a fucking crosswalk? Like, what are you doing?
That's the first time I've ever flown an X-wing, bro. I was having fun.
Yeah, like literally, she's getting her ass beat by like multiple people, and I was like, "We need to go help her. We need to go help her." He's like, "I'm stuck on this light post. Let's go
Find
fight
your
some
own
fucking
X-wing,
stormtroopers."
nerd.
Jesus Christ. Okay, how about you explain this next part?
Okay.
Let's go to the next scene here, and you tell
Check
me
it
what's
out.
going on.
Darth Vader with his Jordans
Mhm.
on.
Yeah. Where am I going to? Any idea?
Oh yeah, you're gonna go get this guy. Oh nope, there he is.
Was gonna go get. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. I honestly didn't know that was a character. I thought it was a.
Dumb motherfucker. So, anyways, I'm like, yeah, I
Uh.
can get this guy. Like, he's supposed to have a sniper.
You
supposed to be
didn't
really-
say all that.
I swear to fucking God, I will like get your wife on this bitch to say that was literally the goal.
You don't even have her phone number. How would you get her on this?
General Grievous, that's his name, right? I was like, we got to go to General Grievous
You didn't say that.
and talk to his ass. I 100% did. I swear
After
to God.
I hit him, you're like, "Oh, that was Grievous. I could have went and got him."
No, I will get a fucking voice comment to put on this video right now from your wife saying like that was the goal. It's like, oh, there's Grievous. I'm gonna go talk to him, and then Trav goes, yeah, and fucking just hammers his ass. So after this dumbass does this, we're gonna go ahead and just advance to the next clip because then they just leave me there. Your wife jumped on the train. You're driving a car, and I just remember
turtle
she's
van.
going like, at least be helpful and go get him. So you're like, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
she
can do
did
that.
She did say that.
Yeah, so I'm running to try to catch up, even though this fucking train is crazy fast, and there's no chance you're gonna catch up. But then I see your icon getting closer, like, oh good, Trav's coming after me, like he's gonna come pick me up, and everything's gonna be fine.
I did, didn't I?
Well, I start running on this little railroad here to try to meet you.
Yeah.
Here comes this dumbass over the rise. I'm like, oh good.
Look, here he is. Okay, you can see me, right? Oh,
Yeah, I
yep.
see him. Oh, there goes
Crap.
that dumbass. All right, never mind. I guess I'm on my own.
Crap. That was a tricky one because
Tricky. You just had to stay on the fucking road. You didn't even have blown out tires or anything. You just had to fucking drive, and you couldn't do it right. That is like the clip right there. That is like 100% like what it is like.
that's
to pull
what
Trav.
that is what this segment
If
is
you
for.
were downed or anything like that, like do not count on him coming to help you because he's gonna drive off a fucking cliff or something stupid, and then it's just over. That's just it.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this. Like I just am.
He said, "Just know I will never get better.
I
It's never gonna happen."
I don't feel like I try 100%.
Half the time, I wonder if you're like fucking watching a hockey game and just like, oh yeah, I'm fucking playing, and then you're just driving off cliffs and shit. Like I don't know what's going
Very
on.
rarely am I watching a hockey game in
I don't know what you're doing, but sometimes I'm like, he is major fucking distracted, or he's just fucking terrible, and I just don't know which one it is.
I think it's the second one.
Okay,
I don't know. Here's the bad part. In normal stuff, I'm pretty competitive. I just don't. This game, it's just doing stupid, fun stuff is funner to me, and then winning in the end's great. Like I love that part.
he said it's cool. I could be
It's
fucking
fine.
crawling and get the win. It doesn't matter.
That's fine, but like just doing stupid, fun stuff in this game is so fun, and I can't get over that. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. My bad.
He said you're on your own on that one.
My bad.
Fuck.
I mean, but I got one for you.
Jesus, what now?
Do you remember LimeWire?
The thing that gave your computer aids?
Yes, it did. It was computer aids for sure.
Yeah.
But nobody knew why, and I found out why when I was doing research on this today
Okay.
or earlier this week. So LimeWire, it came out in 2000, And it was the P2P music downloading software, right? Like you went on there and you downloaded music and then you put it on a CD. I'm not going to say whether that was legal or illegal. All I'm saying is we all did it and everybody knew what LimeWire was. But what this thing also, what it came with and what nobody noticed for some reason is on your desktop, it also put the Lime Shop.
I don't remember that at all.
I know, but it was there. And the Lime Shop was a virus. Yes, it was. It was a variant of the Top Moxie virus, and it was spyware. And so they were spying on us the entire time.
Who is they?
LimeWire.
Is this like some China bullshit?
Maybe.
Temu motherfuckers?
Maybe. But
goddamn TikTok?
It was spyware. So it monitored like online purchases, and it would redirect us. Like, we always wondered, why did it take me to that weird site when I opened up, Internet Explorer 6 or whatever? This is why, because we all had this thing installed and they were spying on us the whole time.
I thought it was because Internet Explorer 6 fucking sucked.
Well, there's that. But anyway, also, I got another one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know. I want you to do something. And you out there, I want you to do the same thing. Do me a favor. If you were born between the year of 1980 and 1993,
I'm fucking scared right now.
I want you to look at your left arm.
For what?
And I want you to see if you have on your forearm. Nope.
There's a fucking angel.
Nope. I want you to see if you have a mole on your forearm right around in the middle. Mine's right here.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Is that a mole or is that part of my tattoo?
No, look up here, closer to the angel. Is there a mole on your arm?
I don't think so. I don't know. Everything's so colorful.
Yeah, you got a bunch of green there. You're not a very good test case.
I don't know. You guys told me.
That's the wrong part. We're talking about up here.
I don't know. Is that bad?
The
Cancer?
thing is, no, here's the thing. There are a ton of people on the internet that are like, look at your arm and you have a mole there. We all have it and we don't know why.
I'm telling you, there's another fucking Gemini thing where they were asking about like, is our life real? And like, no, like basically like Earth is just a prison, like where you have these like skin suits for people who had like trauma pasts or whatever.
Gosh.
And I don't know, everything they were saying sounded pretty fucking crazy, but it's weird that Gemini's saying this shit.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is you can put any crazy stuff out on the internet and Gemini is going to find it. So that's why you have to be careful.
I want to ask Gemini what it knows about me. Ooh.
That seems, I don't know if you want to know.
Dude, I will. Oh, fuck. This is weird as fuck. But I heard how they like write obituaries, like using like Chat GPT and shit. So I was like, fuck. It's like, so I started talking to Chat GPT and I was like, with what you know about me or what you can find about me is like, what would you write for my obituary? It even talked about my hairdresser wife and shit. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, this is crazy.
Some things you just don't want to know.
It is crazy, dude. It got real deep. It was fucking weird, man. It was weird reading that shit.
I bet.
Fuck. So do that. read your own fucking obituary.
Go do that and then post it in the comments.
Yes. And what picture would you want to use for your obituary? Let's make it fun. Jesus Christ. It was fucking weird though. But
that is weird. But if you're out there and you have a mole on your forearm, on your left forearm, post a picture of that crap in the comments because there's so many people on the internet that have this thing and we don't know why. It's crazy.
I don't know.
So anyway, this thing comes out every Tuesday.
Yeah. Listen
on Spotify, on Apple Podcast, on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're going to post up clips all the time.
All the damn time.
On socials. All the time.
Give me some sports bets. If you have a lock, don't send it to Trav. Send it to me.
Fool, I need those. Bet more than you do.
I got to stay ahead. here. I got to stack that paper. Do it for the Mexicans that Trav don't like.
Only one. There's only one Mexican I don't like.
Fuck. I'm targeted.
So check it out on the socials. Give us some feedback. Give us some comments. Give us some likes. We're trying to do some big stuff. So like, get us shout out, talk to us. That's it. Keep
That's
it
it.
rad.
Peace.